Moving on, we have our very first keynote presentation themed as Digital Transformation for Business uh, by Mr. Manoj Kumar. He is the Group Head IT and also CIO of Ray International Group. The stage is all yours, Mr. Kumar.
Hey, Brigade, thank you. Thank you for the introduction. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Yes.
Thank you very much. Hey guys, good afternoon. And this is my first presentation in Oman. I can say that, right? Earlier I had attended so many, you can say the platforms, but this is the first time I'm attending some, the platform like this in Oman, and I have the privilege for that, and all credit goes to Bridget, right? Thank you. Brigade, can I share my screen? I have made some small presentation for that.
Yes,
right?
please. Yes. If you could just see share screen option at the bottom.
Sure. I'll do that.
Yeah, thank you.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, it's pretty clear. If you could just play presentation mode. Yes.
Yeah, good afternoon. See, my role is a CIO, and role of the CIO, how I can align the business and how can make the business in the profit also, right? So the key role is that, right? But at the same time, my role has to make the organization, cyber proof. But nowadays, very difficult to, difficult to make this statement very foolproof. If I'm sure all the panelists will agree with me. And I thank you, my earlier panelists, that they have done my job very easy. They already have explained so many things, and that is the real terms. I can say that, right? To begin with that, as a I'm a specialist as a digital transformation for the business. So I have done so many things in the past. I will explain about my journey, my experience about that, how I have done in the past, and all this. Including that, what is the role of the cloud and what is the role of the cybersecurity in that also. So to begin with that, this is the declaration only. This is all my personal views and no relation with current and past employer. That is the declaration I have to mention on that, because these are all the compliance. About myself, just a quick introduction about myself. I have more than 2 decades of experience in world-renowned company like Grasim, Jamna, Acme Group, APL Apollo Group is a big name in the arena nowadays. And now I'm in Ray International Group as a group head of IT, the CIO. Done my master degree, SAP certified also, implementation around more than 150 IT projects. In this 150 IT projects, I mean to say that around 25 around security projects also. I have done few case studies also, and that has been published also in the public domain. You can see that how business has been benefited through digital transformation, including security and the cloud. I also awarded the Digital India Award, Bombay Stock Exchange Award, IDG Award, Economic Times, MIT University, and so on and so on. So this is the thing. And what is the journey from that, from the beginning? Yes, I want to emphasize on the cloud first, right? And of course, we will talk about the cloud security, the part of that. So how my journey, you can say that will go ahead. However, nowadays, very easy to understand the cloud, very easy to have the ROI, and already I think Mr. Javed Nadeem already had emphasized about the role of the security and how critical the security are nowadays in the business. So nowadays I can say that ROI, for the people like me as a CIO, always you have to convince the management about the ROI. And taking the budget of the security is not a not an easy area. I can say that. But if you can convince the management about the ROI, that will be very easy to take the budget and all that, right? So I will emphasize on that how I am taking all the things to forward, right? So in the beginning, I have to, if I will go for the project, you can say that. So to start with that, I have to analyze how to convince the management, how to take the budget, how to take the adoption from the other things and all that. After the analyzing the things, you have to establish the measure, of course. I'm talking about the platform, how we can building the platform, how we can building the, I know I mean to say that, can say that framework, I'm talking about that. So establish a major, focus on our priorities, what will be our priorities, and hit a quick win. Whatever the things we want to, so we want to imagine that will be a quick win for us, for the CIO or the CISO and all that. You have to go for that. My next point is that on the cloud strategy part and all this, right? How the things will forward to make the strategy, foolproof for this. The first one I can say that the culture change and formation of high performing platform. Already my previous speakers had already elaborated too much about that. I've also emphasized the same thing. The culture change, the biggest security part is the people itself inside, right? So you have to change the culture and performing the high performance platform. Otherwise, whatever the things we do, that will not be succeeded, right? Business alignment and collaboration from support to leading. That is very, very important, the sentence I'm pointing, right? This is the, how we can align the business and collaboration for this. That is the critical part of the cloud strategy. Information technology cost. What will be the cost? What is the, I'm talking about the cost and impact in the business. The ROI, I'm talking about that. So you have to, full idea about the things before you go for the strategy part. Governance framework, very critical things. How we'll go for the governance part and all this. And last but not least, I think our previous panelists have also talked about the IT and OT. This is very, very, very important things nowadays for the business, for the IT people and all that. Synergy between the IT and OT will be a must. Otherwise, will not be succeed. Whatever you will do, whatever the things, whatever expertise you have, that not be succeeded. I can say that, right? So this is the synergy will be a must. Either you can go ahead for any kind of project like IoT kind of, AI kind of business analytics, anything about that. You must have some kind of synergies between the IT and OT. If your business will go on some other line, if you are going some other line, that will not help for any IT guy and all that. And for doing all this, I'm just my framework I had the cloud solution management based on the decision of the adoption of the cloud and cloud and cyber security. Based on this parameter I have to set, and I have to present the board and for the management or the people, you can say that what will be the performance, how performance can be improved. I have this time, so I have to go for the quick, I think. So performance, how we can improve the performance if I can adopt the kind of cyber security or the cloud model and all that. What will be the criteria of the performance improvement? What will be the impact of the price, right? This is very, very important things I'm talking about this. All things, business is all about the price, right? How we can impact from the price in the, after adoption in the cloud system. Adaptability, of course. Uptime. This is very, very important things. The people are struggling now. Every time people are struggling about the downtime, adaptability and all this. Security is a very, very concerned area nowadays, right? How you will prove that adopting kind of security on the cloud will benefit all of us. Availability, of course, this is a matter of, need of the hour nowadays. Development, of course, that is IT development, what kind of project you are handling, and what will be the role of the cloud and the security part and all this. This is the framework you have to always keep in the mind. I have done that before. So about my experience, I can share in this part. So, and what will be the impact and my experience of the 2 decades. In my last company, I got the Digital India Award, that national award. I mean that the mobile application for that. What kind of mobile application will that? That is some kind of people B2C kind of business we had. We are not aware of that. How many users will have to be there? I don't know what kind of framework has to be designed for the development part and all that. So we have chosen cloud for that, for the mobile application. And you just imagine in the just in time of 2 years, it can increase 6 folds. I mean, the user adaptability and the users has been increased by around 6 folds, and the impact of the revenue also generation 5 times. Now, what will the role of the IT in that? Right? We made the system so flexible. Every month we have to increase the size of the server, blah blah, and all that. So flexibility was too much, so that we can adopt the business. We can keep the business on pace. That is a very important project I have delivered in my career. Co-location of the servers also, that is nowadays very easy task to do this, and management were very happy to see that and all this every time the
Dear
things and all
Manoj,
that.
dear
Yeah,
Manoj, I'm so sorry to cut you short, but we have 1 minute left.
sure.
All right, thank you very much.
So this is that, and non-critical servers deployment and all this business continuity as service. Application deployed, I have done that already. I have told that with the kind of IoT, AI mobility, very easy to go for the adoption for this if you can go ahead for this. So this is my submission, guys. And last but not least, of course, cloud is a risky proposition, but you have to go out from that. If you not go by today, somebody can go by tomorrow. That is, you have to be there, right? So move out of your comfort zone. You can grow only if you are willing to feel awkward and uncomfortable when you try something new. This is my submission, guys. Thank you very much. If any specific question, I can answer on that. Otherwise, I can finish on this.
Yes. So Manoj, as of now, I do not see any questions coming in. However, I would request you to, allow me to send an email with all your questions, which our delegates would have sent across to you. I'll do that over an email, if that's okay with you.
Thank you, madam. Thank you very much. And if you think any question, I will be happy to answer that. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Good day ahead, sir.